Newscope. The theme of the celebration was optimizing formidable diaspora potentials for national development and growth, represented by the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, George Akume. The president said Nigerians in the diaspora are actively investing in the nation's healthcare, agriculture, education, information and communication technology, housing and real estate, as well as sports, transportation, oil and gas, among other sectors. Speaking earlier, the chairman and chief executive officer of Newscope, Mrs. Abikedabiri, explained that the Nigerians in the Diaspora Day was set aside to recognize and acknowledge the over 20 million Nigerians in the diaspora who are contributing immensely to national development. She confirms that Nigerian professionals in health, technology, education, arts, finance, and public administration are transforming institutions globally while maintaining deep ties with their homeland.
Meanwhile, the Director General of Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, Abikedabiri Iriwa, has appealed for improved funding and infrastructure of diaspora affairs. She revealed that the Commission operated on only 47 million naira capital and 11 million naira recurrent funding in 2023. Mrs. Dabiri Iriwa, who spoke during a live interview heard on a private TV station in Abuja, called for the establishment of a diaspora plaza to serve as a hub for Nigerians abroad. She, however, said despite the challenges, many Nigerians in diaspora are doing well. She also warned Nigerians against risky migration routes, especially through Libya.
In the meantime, former media aide to the late ex-president Muhammadu Buhari, Garba Shehu, has said that the former Nigerian leader's regular medical trips abroad were not a rejection of Nigeria's healthcare system, but a matter of personal preference. Mr. Garba Shehu stated this while featuring on a live program at a private TV station where he responded to recent comments by late President Buhari's former spokesperson, Femi Adesina. Recall that Mr. Femi Adesina had commented that the late former president would have died a long time ago if he had relied solely on Nigerian hospitals. Contradicting this view, Mr. Garba Shehu said former President Buhari remained under the care of Nigerian doctors throughout his presidency and that it was wrong to suggest that the nation's immediate past ruler fenced himself off from the Nigerian healthcare system. It stressed that the late Muhammadu Buhari had a Nigerian doctor, a chief personal physician, and a state house clinic, also headed by a medical consultant who is a distinguished doctor of many years of practice.
Kano State Governor Alhaji Haba Yusuf has ordered a full-scale investigation into the alleged involvement of the State Commissioner for Transport, Alhaji Ibrahim Namadi, in the controversial bail of a suspected drug baron, Suleiman Bawu. The governor's directive follows public uproar and mounting concern after reports emerged that the commissioner's name featured in the official documentation reportedly used to secure the suspect's release. A statement issued today by the governor's spokesperson, Sanusi Bature Dawankin Tofa, said that the state government was treating the matter with seriousness it deserves. Governor Yusuf has since constituted a special investigative committee to unravel the circumstances surrounding the incident and recommend appropriate measures. The governor, while unveiling the committee, expressed grave concern over the potential abuse of public office by political appointees and restated his administration's zero-tolerance stance on drug abuse and related social vices.
Troops of Operation Fasanyama have eliminated a notorious bandit kingpin, Dandari Bia, during a clearance operation on the Sabon axis of Sokoto State. The military confirmed that the bandit leader was neutralized on Thursday while attempting to collect ransom from relatives of kidnapped victims in the forest corridor between Tusawa, Mazau, and Zango villages. The development was revealed in a post made today on X by security analyst Zagazola Makama. The late Dan Daribia, in his lifetime, led deadly raids across many communities and got his name for saying he preferred 500 naira to a local man's life. He was also known for his cruelty, often mocking victims before demanding huge ransoms, while military intelligence linked him to several ambushes, raids, and arson incidents across the Sokoto East senatorial zone.
The Ogun State Police Command today launched an intensive investigation into the brutal killing of a 16-year-old boy, Lawal Wahab, whose mutilated body was discovered along the old express road in Ibile Ijebu. Spokesperson of the Ogun State Police Command, Omolola Udutola, disclosed this to newsmen in Abeokuta. She said the late Wahab, who had been living with his grandmother, was reportedly missing by his father, Mr. Lawal Olumide, earlier this month, while the tragic discovery was made on July 23, 2025, when residents alerted authorities to a decomposed body. According to the police spokesperson, upon examination, police found that Wahab's head, both wrists, the heart, and his genitals had been gruesomely removed, indicating a likely ritual killing. Acting on a credible intelligence, officers from the Omijebu division swung into action and arrested some suspects identified as Salawu Omikonsola, who is 25-year-old, and Serufusi Agemo, among others. One of the suspects was said to have made a voluntary confession, which has been documented and recorded on video.
This broadcast of Newscope comes to you from the Broadcasting Corporation of OYOSTATE, Ibadan. Love and relationships are complex, with many ways of expression. Monogamy and polygamy are two relationship models that have continued to spark discussions and widespread debate. In this report, Fedora Afolagboye explores the merits and demerits of both relationship models.
At its core, the debate around monogamy and polygamy comes down to one question: what is the best way to love and commit? Some people believe in the traditional monogamous model, while others prefer the freedom of polygamy. Monogamy is the practice of having one romantic partner at a time, while polygamy is the practice of having multiple romantic partners at the same time. Speaking to BCOS News, some members of the public share their perspectives on monogamy and polygamy, debating which form of marriage is best.
I believe that mono, you can still manage your wife than the polo, because if she's doing somehow, you call her to attention. There are some way you can scold a woman that she'll call herself back to senses. But if it's polo, this one is okay, let me just pack her to one side, the other one will come. That is where problem would. But for me, mono is the best.
Because if you go for polygamy, it can cause so many disasters to the children. Like the husband gone, the husband will not be okay. It will be going through so many things in the family. So I prefer monogamy.
So many wives, there's a lot of quarrel in the family. There won't be a one conscience to train the children very well. So my home view is to support one wife more than so many wives.
Because monogamy is better, because when you have opinion with your wife, you discuss it one, not with two parties, to be on one and each other. So the family will continue like that, growing. But if it's monogamy, you have advice from this one before you find the way out.
Whether one chooses monogamy, polygamy, or something in between, the most important thing is to prioritize love, respect, and communication. By doing so, one can build strong and healthy relationships that bring joy and fulfillment to one's life. Fedora Afolagboye, BCOS News.
It was the perfect opportunity for grannies to unwind, socialize and mingle as a social group. Grateful Grannies Development Initiative celebrated its first anniversary. The celebration held in Ibadan saw members of Grateful Grannies from various states across Nigeria featuring in several activities. Adebayo Abdurrafi brings the details.
It was indeed a gathering of old people, but the atmosphere does not suggest the age, as grandmothers in their 60s, 70s, and 80s displayed dancing steps that make them rock with the youths. The gathering, organized by the Grateful Grannies Development Initiative in commemoration of its first anniversary, brought together grandmas from different states across Nigeria. In her address of welcome, the initiator of the group, Mrs. Kemi Oluyole, expressed happiness on the success so far recorded within a year of the formation of Grateful Grannies Development Initiative. She disclosed that the initiative was formed to give the elderly people a voice in the society, adding that the group engages in various activities that keep the members occupied and overcome boredom.
My advice to the member is that they should keep on aging gracefully. You know, aging process can be a bit tedious if you don't do the right thing. So exercise, eat well, enjoy yourself, join your community, and make sure that you don't stay alone. Like I keep saying, if you stay alone, you die in silence, and nobody is expected. Any one of us should not suffer in silence.
In a goodwill message, Mrs. Fadekemi Olaleye counseled grandmothers on the need not to always see themselves as competing for space with their daughters-in-law, while the daughters-in-law should avoid reporting their mothers-in-law to their husbands.
At the stage that your children have already gotten married, they only need your advice, not your interference. You have done your own. The way you did it would not be okay for them to do it in their own time. So all you need to do is to cooperate. Otherwise, both of them will not have a peaceful life.
Earlier in the health talk, an ophthalmic nurse, Mrs. Anifat Opashino, advised the old people to maintain good care for their eyes, noting that self-medication should be avoided in treating eye problems.
Any drug that is not prescribed should not be used by anybody. And as we are grandmas, we have our grandchildren, we should not be using the orthodox way of doing things, like applying breast milk, all sorts, to the eye is an insult to the eye.
The occasion featured cutting of the anniversary cake, recognition of some distinguished members of the group, and presentation of gifts, while the atmosphere was spiced with music from the bandstand. Adebayo Abdurrafi, BCOS News.
No fewer than 3 persons have died, while several others are missing after a boat capsized while ferrying commuters and automobiles in the Gasol local government area of Taraba State. The tragic incident occurred on Friday night around 7 p.m. Chairman of Inland Water Transporters in Taraba, Jida Mayoranio, confirmed the incident to newsmen. He also said 4 sunk vehicles were recovered while some of the boat passengers were rescued. It was, however, gathered that luggage and personal belongings submerged in the mishap. Which are yet to be recovered. The Namai Bridge, which collapsed over a year ago, was forced commuters to rely on boats for transportation across the river.
And to the foreign scene, Cambodian officials have reported another 12 people killed in the ongoing border disputes with Thailand. The death toll on both sides now stands at 32, as fears grow that the Southeast Asian neighbors may become engulfed in an extended conflict. Cambodian Ministry of National Defense spokesperson Mali Shokiata today told reporters that 7 more civilians and 5 soldiers were confirmed dead. One other Cambodian man was earlier reported killed when Thai rockets hit the Buddhist pagoda he was hiding in on Thursday. At least 50 Cambodian civilians and more than 20 soldiers have also been injured, and according to spokesperson. Thailand has reported 13 civilians, including children, as well as 6 soldiers killed over the past 2 days of fighting, while an additional 29 Thai soldiers and 30 civilians have also been wounded in Cambodian attacks.
Now let's go over to our sports studio for the latest news updates from the exciting world of sports with Toby Ajewole.
Welcome to the sports segment of the evening news. My name is Toby Ajewole. Shooting Star Sport Club of Ibadan, the 3SC, have named Nuruddin Aweroro as new head coach of the upcoming Nigeria Premier Football League NPFL season. The announcement came on Friday following a management overhaul that saw veteran coach Gbenga Ogumbote's contract terminated. Awerero, who guided Ikorodu City to a 4th place finish last season, has signed a 1-year deal with an option for renewal. Known for his modern coaching style and youth development expertise, Awerero is tasked with stabilizing the team, enhancing tactical discipline and pushing for a strong league finish as 3SC aim for continental qualification. And to women's football, Nigeria's First Lady Oluremi Tinubu has rallied the Super Falcons to clinch a record-extending 10th Women African Cup of Nations WAFCON title in tonight's final against host Morocco at the Olympic Stadium in Rabat. In a video message, Tinubu praised the team's spirit and professionalism, urging them to make Nigeria proud.
My beautiful and lovely Super Falcons, I congratulate you and the officials on the qualification for the finals of the Women's African Cup of Nations. I commend your team spirit, determination, and professionalism demonstrated in all your matches so far. You are shining examples to young girls in Nigeria and Africa. As you step out for the final match, I pray God crowns your efforts with resounding victory.
The Falcons, coached by Justin Madugu, have been dominant, scoring 11 goals and conceding just once, with a 5-0 quarter-final thrashing of Zambia and a 2-1 semi-final win over South Africa. Still with women's football, England manager Sarina Wiegman remains uncertain about forward Lauren James's availability for Sunday's Euro 2025 final against Spain. The 23-year-old, who has scored twice in the tournament, suffered an ankle injury during England's 2-1 semi-final win over Italy and was substituted at halftime. Wiegman said James is recovering, but the status for the final remains unclear, with the team hoping to have all 23 players available for the final kickoff. Finally, from football, the Football Association is set to deliver its ruling on West Ham midfielder Lucas Paqueta's spot fixing case following an investigation that began in August 2023. Paqueta, charged in May 2024 for allegedly influencing betting markets by deliberately getting booked in 4 Premier League matches, has reportedly received a favorable outcome, avoiding a potential lifetime ban. Sources indicate the 27-year-old Brazilian is largely in the clear, though it is uncertain if any punishment will be imposed. Neither West Ham or the FA nor Paqueta's legal team have commented. Finally, in sport news tonight, in motorsport, Red Bull's Max Verstappen fended off McLaren's Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris to claim victory in a thrilling sprint race at the Belgian Grand Prix. Verstappen overtook Piastri on the opening lap and held his lead for all 15 laps, with Piastri finishing second and Norris third after overtaking Ferrari's Charles Leclerc. The win marked a strong start for Red Bull under new team principal Laurent Mekies, with qualifying for Sunday's main race on the way. Piastri's results moved him 1 point ahead of Norris in the championship standings. And that will be all, and it's back to news around the world. My name is Toby Ajewole.
To end this edition of Newscope, here again are the main points. President Bola Tinubu says diaspora home remittances through official channels stood at $20.93 billion, which is 4 times the value of Nigeria's foreign direct investment FDI in 2024.
Former media aide to late ex-President Muhammadu Buhari, Garba Shehu, has said that the former Nigerian leader's regular medical trips abroad were not a rejection of Nigeria's healthcare system, but a matter of personal preference.
Troops of Operation Fanzayama have eliminated a notorious bandit kingpin, Dan Daribia, during a clearance operation in the Zabun-Birni axis of Sokoto State.
On the foreign scene, death toll in the ongoing Thailand-Cambodia border clashes now stands at 32.
And that's all from the Newscope desk for now. It was packaged by Tola Teriba and delivered by
Idowu Shikoni.
I am Adituke Olaleye. Thank you for listening, and do not forget to tune in for the Yoruba version at 8 p.m. Good evening.
Good evening.
The city of Ibadan, the home of ancient warlords, in the Pacesetter state, this is Oluyole FM 98.5 Ibadan.
Oluyole FM 98.5.
Gbogbo ènìyàn ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ ló mọ rírì ètò ìṣèjọba omi tuntun lábẹ́ ìṣàkóso ọlọ́lá jùlọ gómìnà Olúṣèyí Abíọ́dún Mákindé, pàápàá lẹ́ka ètò ìlera tó pójú owó pẹ̀lú báwọn ọmọdé aláboyún àtàwọn ìyálọ́mọ tí wà lálàáfíà ní ìtẹ̀síwájú àgbéyé àti àwòyè àṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀bí oúnjẹ fọ́mọ tuntun jòjòló lómi ọyàn ìyá rẹ̀ fóṣù mẹ́fà àkọ́kọ́ ní kété ìbímọ láàrin wákàtí kan ìgbẹ̀bí ọmọ rẹ̀ nílé ìwòsàn gbọ́mọ tuntun jòjòló sọ́yàn fún ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ ìjípépé ọpọlọ okun àti agbára lẹ́yìn eléyìí fọ́mọ rẹ̀ lọ́yàn pọ́nbélé láì fi omi àgbo tàbí oúnjẹ kankan sí àfikún bó ti wulẹ̀ kó mọ fóṣù mẹ́fà gbáko. àǹfààní eléyìí lọ́mọ tuntun jòjòló yóò fi wà ní ìlera tó jí pépé. ọmọ tuntun tó mọ yàyà rẹ̀ fóṣù mẹ́fà lọ́pọlọ rẹ̀ máa ń dàgbà. ìdènà àwọn àjàkálẹ̀ àrùn, ìgbàláyà àwọn èròjà aṣaralóore àti afáralókun fi yàtọ̀ láàrin àwọn akẹgbẹ́ rẹ̀. ìyálọ́mọ tó ń pèsè ọjọ́ iwájú rere fọ́mọ rẹ̀ ní sàmúlò ìlànà gbígbọ́mọ sọ́yàn fóṣù mẹ́fà àkọ́kọ́ kọ́mọ lè dàwòye. ìkéde ìlú wa látọ̀dọ̀ ikọ̀ àárín àti iléeṣẹ́ ètò ìlera ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́.
Yàrá. Mo tún gbé dé èyí yàtọ̀ tuntun tí mo tún gbé dé.
Kàngó làgògò ń dún kẹrẹ jẹgbẹ lóhùn akèrègbè kan tóbi lásán ni o kò lóhùn àgògò lẹ́nu. èyí àrà lọ̀gá níbi ká pèdè tó mọ́yán lórí ká sì fa kò mú òkun ẹ̀ yọ lábala àkọ́kọ́ ètò èyí àrà ohun tá a jọ pẹ̀kẹ́lù rèé o. tá a bá fẹ̀sùn ìfẹ́ranjẹko kan ni ta ló jẹ̀bi, ṣé àgbẹ̀ ni àbáwọn ẹlẹ́ran. téńté orí ìròyìn náà ò ní gbẹ̀yìn kẹfì sọ́kàn tó bá wá di abala kejì ètò níbi tá a ti máa ń gbàlejò retired honourable justice Adérónkẹ́ Adérẹ̀mí ló ń bọ̀ wá sórí ètò ìjí àrà. adájọ́ fẹ̀yìntì ni wọ́n, àwọn náà tún ni alága fájọ tó ń mójútó ìfẹsẹ̀múlẹ̀ òfin nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́, Ọ̀yọ́ State Rule of Law Enforcement Authority. wọ́n ń bọ̀ wá bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ lórí ìfẹsẹ̀múlẹ̀ òfin. kí ló dé gan-an tófin kì í fi ìfẹsẹ̀ múlẹ̀ lọ́dọ̀ tiwa níhìn-ín? ṣé kọ̀lọ̀ràn sí ni wá ni? ṣé arúfin gan-an ni wá? táwa láṣẹ gan-an? kí ló sì yẹ ká ṣe? àwọn ìbéèrè wọ̀nyí àbọ́mi ìtẹ́bátún ní kẹ́ ẹ béèrè lọ́wọ́ àlejò wa bó bá di Sunday lórí rédíò wa mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta ni o. Olúyọ̀lé FM 98.5, Òkè Ògùn FM 96.3 àti Ajílété FM 92.1 tó fi mọ́ lórí àwọn àtẹ ayélujára wa gbogbo àti lórí mọ́ọ̀máwòrán ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́. kẹ́ ẹ má gbàgbé ìròyìn eré ìdárayá náà ò ní gbẹ̀yìn gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìṣe wa. èyí àrà ò lè tán nílé alára.
àwáwà tó fẹ̀yìn rìn àkọ́tọ̀ agbára lọ́lọ́múdé wò àwáwà dé tó ń tí a tó ti létọ̀ àgbọ̀ ọ̀jẹ̀ sàkátàpàrà là ṣètò pèdèpèdè Ọláolú Ọlátúbọ̀sún gbangba yikita ọ̀mọ̀ràn omèdè omórímọ̀tàn ó ń làgbà oyè Ọláolú Ọlátúbọ̀sún 6 rọ̀lẹ́ sí 8 lálẹ́ ọjọ́ ìsinmi Sunday ó náà sì ní àwáwà kò yí padà. Ọláolú Ọlátúbọ̀sún kò lẹ́jà ńlá àwáwà kàbìtì kàǹkà hẹ́rin mama ọba ẹja lókun tí ń jẹ́ whale ó ń lọ gbé o káàbọ̀ padà àgbáòye ọláolú ọlátúbọ̀sún sí olúyọ̀lé 98.5 FM.
ayakata iya.
The city of Ibadan, the home of ancient warlords.
Ìrònú amúronú ọ̀rẹ́ wa kí ló ń rò ta ló ń rò nípa ẹ̀ irú èrò wo ni nípa tara rẹ ló ń rò ní àbí nípa tẹlòmíì nípa àdílé rẹ ló ń rò ní àbí nípa àtijọ́ àti mú amúronú àní kí ló ń rò lórí ọmọ àbí tìyàwó lórí ìrìn àjò ayọ̀ ni àbí bí kan ṣe rí lórí ọjà tó ń ta ni àbí lórí ilé iṣẹ́ ni kí ló ń rò àbí bí tẹnì kó ṣe bàjẹ́ ni bí ó sì ṣẹ́yún ṣé bó ṣe gbé ọwọ́ ẹlòmíì sókè ni amúronú bí ilé iṣẹ́ ń gòkè àgbà bí ilé iṣẹ́ ń dàrú bí ilé iṣẹ́ ń dùnyún gbà bí nǹkan ò sì rọgbọ dandan ni agbọ́dọ̀ ro ìrònú ètò ńlá kankan kẹrìbìtì tí ó máa jáde kọ̀líkọ̀lí sétí gbọ́ gbogbo ènìyàn nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ àti káàkiri àgbáyé iléeṣẹ́ wa ilé akéde oríta Basọ̀rún Ìbàdàn Olúyọ̀lé 98.5 FM ìrònú bíjọ òkun àṣàpérò bọ́jà ọ̀tà àṣàpérò bí lóòdùn àṣàpérò bí yóò joyè ìjọba já síwájú inú ìrònú láti mọ̀rọ̀ jáde o ìrònú náà gbọ́dọ̀ fọ́ ìrònú ètò ilẹ̀ máa gbọ́ ní gbogbo ọjọ́ Sunday ọjọ́ ìsinmi aago 4 ìrọ̀lẹ́ sáago 6 ìrọ̀lẹ́ ni lọ́sọ̀ọ̀sẹ̀ kò sẹ́ni tí ò ní ronú o okùn ronú nìkan ni ò gbọ́dọ̀ já bọ́ jẹ́ nǹkan àgbéyẹ̀wò lérò má gbàgbé aago 4 ní gbogbo ọjọ́ ìsinmi lólúyọ̀lé 98.5 FM abala kan dondo ló wà lórí ètò abala lẹ́yìn ìsìn àwọn kíni máa ṣẹlẹ̀ lẹ́yìn ìsìn tabakun lè jọ́sìn tán tàbí kò lẹ́nu iṣẹ́ lẹ́yìn ìsìn oríṣiríṣi orin àtìlù tó skẹ́ngẹ́ bẹ́yìn ò sí kòkò wò ó lè máa ń tá a dé kalẹ̀ níbẹ̀ pirigidi ìpàdé dorí ètò pẹ̀lú àgbà òpèdè ni. Basọ̀rún Gbóyèga là wà. bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣàṣà pé nọ́mbà fún ìkéde àti polówó ọjà ìkéde níjọ ìkéde ìfọ̀rọ̀wérọ̀ lórí iṣẹ́ àṣẹlà 09168835753 gbọ́lẹ̀ kan sí o 09168835753 ìpàdé dọjọ́ Sunday àmúronú wa kò ní fọ́ gbòó.
The city of Ibadan, the home of ancient warlords, in the Pacesetter state, this is Oluyole FM 98.5 Ibadan.
tán o ọ̀la tó ti dé o tètè dá mi láre o ogun ayé mi wo pátápátá.
òní tún lọ tán o ọ̀la tó ti dé o tètè dá mi láre o ogun ayé mi wo pátá.
ǹjẹ́ òní kú ẹ̀pẹ́ lẹ́sìn kú gbogbo ayé ló bá wọn lọ. ọ̀la sunkún ọ̀la ò dákẹ́ mọ́ ẹbí torí kí wọ́n ní oníbẹ̀ tí sìnkú nílẹ̀ ó sì kú ọ̀la lómìnira fi ń bọ́ òní tún lọ tán o ọ̀la tó ti dé o ìdámiláre ogun ayé mi wo pátá.
òní tún lọ tán o ọ̀la tó ti dé o tètè dámiláre o ogun ayé mi wo pátá.
tún lọ tán o ọ̀la tó ti dé o tètè dá mi láre o ogun ayé mi wó pátápátá o. níjó níkú ẹgbẹ́ lẹ́sìn kó gbogbo ayé ló bá wọn lọ. ọ̀la sunkún ọ̀la ò dákẹ́ mọ́ ẹbí torí kí wọ́n ní. oníbẹ̀ ti sì kú nílẹ̀ ó sì kú ọ̀la lómìnira fi ń bọ́ nìkún lọ́tàn o. ọ̀la tó ti dé o dédé dá mi láre o ogun ayé mi wó pátápátá. àná wà láì rọ́mọ bí ìwà ló fún un lọ́mọ o àgàn ń ronú o àgàn ń wojú rẹ̀ dédé fún wọn lọ́mọ o kí wọ́n wá sọ pé ló tọ́. àmúwọ̀jọ́ orí rẹ̀ lóminú bá ń kọ bàbá ìlérí tó o ṣe lòun retí bàbá amúléríṣẹ́ o ọ̀tàmọ́yọmí o ìwọ̀n mọ́ṣẹ́lẹ́yà dédé dámiláre o èmi mọ́ bàánú jẹ mọ́.
We come back o. Òní tún lọ tán. Ọjọ́ òní náà ti ń lọ wẹ́rẹ́dẹ̀wẹ́rẹ́. Ìgbà mélòó láago méjìlá ó fi lò. Evangelist Job Ògúnlọ́wọ̀.
Nígbà téyín ń bẹ lẹ́nu mi ló yẹ kí n rẹ́.
I will take come back.
Nígbà tí èjì ká.
Take am easy. Oluyole FM 98.5 na there we there.
Èmi máa tẹ́lẹ̀ yà.
Big Daddy, I say good evening. How body? How this weather?
Ara ń bẹ fún mi o.
Make una remember all those small children to put them sweater for body. We elders make them drink hot thing o biko no. Ọjà tó ń tà ló kú ká ẹ lára. Gbogbo àwọn ọmọ ẹ ti ṣáyà lẹ̀ ní òtútù yìí. Báyà wà á máa sá kiri wà ní òmò nǹkan tó ń ṣe wọ́n.
Bẹ́lẹ̀ sìnkú gbogbo ayé ló bá wọn lọ. Ọ̀la sunkún ọ̀la ò dákẹ́ mọ́ ẹbí torí kí wọ́n ní. Ó ní bẹ́ẹ̀ ti sìnkú onílẹ̀ ó sìnkú ọ̀la lómìnira fi ń bọ́. Òní tún lọ tán o. Ọ̀la tó ti dé o. Dédé dá mi láre o. Ogun ayé mi wó pátápátá. tí àná wà láì rọ́mọ bí ìwà ló fún un lọ́mọ o àgàn ń ronú o àgàn ń wojú rẹ̀ dédé fún wọn lọ́mọ o kí wọ́n wá sọ pé ló tó.
I thought said deliver yourself from unforgiving spirit. One fact about forgiveness be say when you forgive you do yourself good oh. But if you don't forgive oh, then we say you do yourself a lot of harms. 25 minutes they go 7 house oh, PM village. Take 'em easy. You know, say you don't get tired. Don't shout on those children, Obiko. Maybe then send you, say make you go party. go party, instead we go come back, tell your wife, say, my dear, now how those children? You begin the cause, no, I'm tired, nobody should see me. Who no go see you? And send you party go. And name I read up when I feel you, Jare, my spiritual mother, no they around, Jare, ne. If you just call bam this evening, we go yarn together. My spiritual mother said we travel. I don't know whether I fight safe. Before we go for the house of Newscope, I tell you, say, what if that way they take, where they do your harm, where do they let you get yourself, where you say one higher and then they kill yourself small. Why you not take your hand, come on for that kind thing? I say, batting no good. I go see the advice you when they talk together. This time around, we'll be in Nigeria be like this because husband and wife make una cooperate and make una respect each other. It no go be like this. They go better days till they are ahead of us. So, no be every day you will soup the sweet big corner. If you don't rose it this year, if you rose it next year, if you don't rose it today, if you rose it tomorrow, na cooperation and patience, na him be the whole thing. Ndidi any suru for ayini. Where they fun, where we say if you go in the morning, go carry 1,000 or 2,000, give your wife, where we say get 3 people. Make you think twice. Things are so expensive these days. If you look around, you go see that the people who get the money, they eat better now. Even the masses, anything when they see what they eat. And I be say if you just shook eyes, see our hospitals, God don't go let us see go.
Ọjọ́ ti pẹ́ tí mo ti ń wá ọ olóore mi sáré wá ìdènà ayé má ṣe mú wọn mọ́lẹ̀.
Now the gramophone of evangelist Job Ogunlowo wey say oni too lot and the day don dey go small. No be say only time dey go, time don dey go. Do wetin you wan do make you reach that promised land. Do wetin you wan do oni too lot. No be kì í ṣe oni nìkan o. Ọjọ́ ń lọ, ọjọ́ ń lọ, ọjọ́ ń lọ. Ìwọ náà ronú kó ṣe nǹkan táwọn ẹgbẹ́ ń ṣe. Tó bá fi ọ̀dọ́ ṣe nǹkan tó yẹ kó ṣe ń sìn. Tó bá ṣe tó bá wá darúgbó iṣẹ́ líle wa máa ṣe mi ò sì gbà yẹn ládùúrà fún ẹ ọjọ́ ń lọ òní tún lọ tán tí evangelist Job Ogunlowo sọ ó mì pé ọjọ́ tí ń lọ tí yóò bá gbọ́ orin ẹ̀ dáadáa à ń bọ̀.
ọmọ ọ̀gẹ̀ má ṣe bínú. Africa má ṣe bínú. Why you dey vex? And if you catch another lady by my side, I'm walking my shabby. And if you catch another lady by my side, I'm walking my shabby. Oh, Sarewani, she cannot take your space, baby. Oh, Sarewani. Never take your space. Oh, Sarewani, CC, she cannot take your space, baby. Oh, Sarewani, she can never take your space. I'm not a bishop, I'm not a pastor. I don't be reverend, I don't be pope. I don't be Jesus or Peter. Pope with your number. I'm a good and I'm a man of flesh. And I'm prone to test. So many times when I make you vex, baby, no stress, you are still the best. And if you catch another lady by my side, I'm walking my shabby. My shabby. And if you catch another lady by my side, I'm walking my shabby. My shabby. Oh, Sarewani. She cannot take your space, baby. Oh, Sarewani. She can never take your space. Oh, Sarewani, CC. She cannot take your space,